Hello and welcome to UK Versus. Today I'm following on from my gameplay with the dev of Shard Bugs, and where we get to take a look at the actual physical product of the game. Shard Bugs has been nice enough to send me out a content creator kit to review the cards, take a look at the cards in person, and I just realised I forgot one of the really cool things. So the Shard Bug company sent me out 3-star decks from set 1, the set 1 The BUGinnings, the set 2 Bugs for Hire, a really cool playmat that I'll open in a second, a 3D printed card stand, and a wide selection of promos. Wide selection of alternate art sort of promo cards, Cloth Moth, Saturn Seer, Acolyte Sol, Beetle Warrior, Ant Warrior, and a Worm Warrior. These are really cool and a good example of neutral units, Sol units, and Lunar units. No Mars in there, but we'll get into Mars when we get into the Meteor Fall box. It also came with this very cool comic, which this is issue 2. This story follows on with Dave the Slug, who is featured in some of the cards as the Slugsmith, and I'll get into it. I'll do a completely separate video on the comic alone, but it's just talking about Dave's journey from awakening in this new form into where he is at the following his journey into becoming a kind of mercenary for hire warrior, not aligned with any of the cosmic deities, and that kind of goes into what the game is about. In this world, shards of the cosmic deities have awakened an evolution in insectoids, making them intelligent, progressing their culture, making them stronger, smarter. But as when you have anything with multiple deities, conflict arises between them, and that is what the crux of Shard Bugs is. You build a hive, you build a field of your bugs, bringing mercenaries for hire who do not have any alignment to any of the cosmic deities, and utilizing your Mars, Sol, Lunar, and whatever other factions come out. You utilize their devotion to your cosmic deity to win the game. You have to get up to 20 devotion. You can have your devotion reduced by your opponent attacking you, and also through other abilities. It is a really cool concept, and I've already got a couple of gameplay videos out. But for now, let's get into the products and let's talk a little bit about what we're getting from here. I'm going to break this down into multiple videos, so I'm going to stop here for the intro and move into looking at the individual products. But first of all, we need to take a look at this playmat, because this playmat looks absolutely amazing. So the playmat has its individual zones of play. We have the field, which is where your insects will come down. This is where your combat, devotion, abilities all kind of get activated. We have the hive. This is where once per turn this is where you can take one of your insectoids from your hand, put it into the hive, and utilize it for dust, either a colorless dust if it's a mercenary unit, or a devotion dust of the cosmic avatar that you are playing. If I have a Cloth Moth in here, I can exhaust it, and I can add 1 Sol dust, allow me to play other Sol units such as the Cloth Moth, as well as the colorless mercenary unit. We have our deck zone, we have our splat zone. The splat zone is where cards go when they are destroyed, when they are discarded, when they leave the field of play, when they are milled, when they just go from any zone to an out of play zone. That's the splat zone, and there are some very cool aspects for utility of cards getting splatted on the splat zone. And I do love the name of the splat zone, because that's kind of what happens with bugs in real life. When people mess about with them, they get splatted, they get swatted. It's a very cool aspect. Then we have the avatar zone. This is where your cosmic deity, object of your bug's devotion goes. They have some very cool abilities, they have some cool synergies that feed into what your deck needs to be doing, and the avatars thrown, as far as I have seen, doesn't really have any interactions. It feels sort of like other games where you have this uninteractable leader that just benefits your place, that benefits you through play, but doesn't get messed with. Your opponent cannot destroy your avatar, but your avatar can impact the way games are going down. Let's take a look at these pre-constructed theme decks. We have Luna, we have Sol, and we have Mars. Sol is your aggression. These are your low cost, low devotion units, but they're cheap. They come in and they bolster each other through having this swarm mentality. The more bees you have in your hive, the stronger the bees in your field become. The more ants you have in your field, the stronger your ants become. And the idea behind it is to bolster devotion. You play lots of small cards fast, so you want to be drawing more cards, and you want to be flooding your field with these ants and other insectoids that will be feeding into your devotion, and you want to just overwhelm your opponent in numbers. Luna is a bit more mid-rangey. You are going to be similar to Salt in that you're going to be getting units down quite quickly, but you have some high cost, high power units and some synergies from having a more controlled conservative playstyle, where you're looking more to control your opponent's rate of play whilst utilizing your own synergies, not having these huge swing impactful turns, but more just consistently playing strong insectoids that all do things and applying pressure to your opponent in a bit more of a slow fashion, whilst controlling their devotion with powerful aggro units. And then we have Mars. Mars is the control deck. It's kind of a bit awkward in the colouring because people who play TCGs see red, see aggro, see full throttle. The Shard Bugs went, no, we're going to take red and we're going to make it our control colour. We want red to be stop, slow down. It's a bit slower. It's more about controlling your opponent's board, controlling your opponent's devotion, synergizing with these long-term plans, and getting yourself in a position of, it's going to take me a lot longer to get there, but by doing this, I'm going to slowly and surely increase my resources, my state, while my opponent struggles to execute their game plan. I think it's really cool, very strong, but we can get more into that now when we take a look at the cards. We take a look at the pre-constructed decks for Shard Bugs, and those videos should be up by now. This is really cool, but let's take a look at, but when we're looking at the packs, it makes more sense to start at the BUGinings, which is the name of the set. Each booster pack comes with 24 boosters. Each pack comes with 10 cards, 1 rare, 1 foiled common, uncommon, secret rare or rare, 3 uncommons and 5 commons from what I can see from here. Each box includes 1 token pack, and each box includes 1 box topper pack including 6 cosmic avatar tokens and 1 prize card. I do miss box toppers. Let's get this open and break these beautiful seals. The art on the box is really cool. I like this kind of green generic kind of bug aspect to it. However, from a distance, like if you're looking at it across a TCG, you may not be able to see it as well. We do have our 3 factions up here, so you might not be able to tell what this was here from at a distance, but still, this nice big Shard booster. We get 24 boosters in the box. So let's take a look at what we have in here. We have our BUGinings. Oh wow, okay, they're all over the place. We got our booster top pack, we've got our token pack, and then we have our 24 boosters here for the BUGinings. Rarity of these cards is quite easy to work out. So let's start off with our box topper pack. Are they double-sided? Ooh, they are double-sided. That's really cool. So we have Mars, Luna, and they're all like randomly double-sided. So this is really cool. So it means that you're going to be able to, if you're drafting, if you're playing sealed, you've got at least 6. You got at least 6 of the avatars, 2 of each minimum, 4 on there. So if you're drafting, if you're playing sealed, you've got access to enough for 6 players to kind of have access to everything. And we get our prize card being a Humbringer. Our prize card being a Humbringer, a 2 difficulty, 1 soul dust. Pay 1. This bug gains aggro until the end of turn, so you can increase the cost to a 3. So this is a 2 devotion, 2 attack, 2 health unit with aggro at 3 cost, or without aggro at a 2 cost. This is a beautifully arted card, and definitely if you are playing sealed, this would be a very good prize card to be playing for. So there's our prize card. Then we have our token pack. This will be the tokens that you can generate throughout playing the game. So we have our ant tokens, we have our worm warriors, and then on the back we have more. So when we play shovel, we've got 6 ant warriors, we have 3 beetles, and we have 2 worm warriors with 1 spare. That's really cool. Again, so giving you everything you need to kind of play the shovel if you get it, as well as utilizing other token generating abilities within this deck. So the box kind of comes with everything you need. So pack distribution, as it says on here: 5 commons and uncommons, 5 out of 10 commons, 3 out of 10 with uncommons, 1 out of 10 is chance of being a rare or a cosmic rare, and then 1 has a chance of being a common, uncommon, or a secret rare. Very cool. Love the initial design of this pack, the beautiful kind of psychedelic ant on the art. Let's see what we get, and we'll put it from the back. Not quite sure if this is a pack trick, so we're going to find that out together in the first pack, and then we can utilize that in the next packs. So we start off with a subterranean spit knight into a sugar water, sunflowers, the boot, water balloons, rampaging rhino, Herculean guard, hive sneak, a blessing of soul rare. We've got a foil blessing of soul here, and then we have a Dave hired sword as our last card. So there's no pack trick. It's just we got kind of we got secret rare, ultra rare kind of thing. We have Dave hired sword, aggro hard shell stomp. Other unaligned bugs on your field gain +1/+1 at a 4 cost. So this kind of just pops off. Very cool to see. And we got the foiled Blessing of Soul, which is a beautiful card. Let's get into the next pack. So now we know that they face forward, we can open from behind. So we have a Whirlpool Whirligig, Lollipop Warhammer, Luber Lancer, Moth of the Prepared Flame, Orlanded Mindraiser, Kitchen Thieves, Flee from Danger. That's a good pun. Put target bug into their opponent into that owner's hand. That's actually really funny. Fly Swatter. We get a foiled Bloodworm Bishop as our rare. Nice Mars card with good impact. And we get an additional common Bumble Speaker. Let's get into the next pack. We got the red fighting ants, red hot hornet, ribbon leech, rose duelist, splat this bug, splat target item with aggro, Saturn seer, fresh recruits, spiny shortsword, Suk the elder, a foiled bobbit leviathan, which is a beautiful card, and then we get an uncommon savage Siloback. I do like Bobbit Leviathan. It's a 6/4 for 5, a 5 cost that comes in with aggro, and if it's blocked by a swimming bug, it gains +3 attacks. If you can give it stomp, it can do some very silly things. Scabbard Jeweler, Scorchfield, Sea Tree Seer, Subterranean Spit Knight, Global Galvanizer that reduces the opponent's devotion as a cost, Tiger Beast, aggro, when this is played from your hand, it gains +2 and stomp until the end of turn. That's really good for 4. Twilight's Charm, Venomous Fang, a Black Locust. Oh, we got a Black Locust secret rare foil. So I think this is a reference to the MTG Black Lotus. Black Locust secret rare foil, 0 cost, 0 to equip. Splat this card if it's equipped. Gain 2 dust, and then we get a full metal jacket. But that is an absolutely beautiful card. The kind of texturized foiling to it, and it's a secret rare foil. I am down for that. Alright, let's keep going. These packs are really cool to open. They've got a nice little tab on the side, so they just kind of pull down in a line. Goldfield Ants, Grease Weevil, Great Earth Eater, Honey Alchemist, Horrible Hectomologist. The target player loses 1 devotion. You gain 1 devotion as a commit. That's really solid. Hive Sneak, Kitchen Thieves, Magnifying Blast, a foil rare bug collection. Choose a bug in your hive, draw cards. Choose a bug in your hive, draw a card for each bug on your field that shares that bug's species. So again, if you choose ants, you get to draw a card for every ant. That's really good. And we get a Shadowed Widow. That's an actual solid action. You pay 5 and you can draw a butt ton of cards, especially if you can utilize that with the kind of swarming ability of ants. That's a really cool card. We have the regular Humbringer to go with the prize card Humbringer. Big Apple, a 3 cost 3/5 hard shell. That is a tanky unit. Black Ranger Ants, Blood Hunter. I love Blood Hunter. A 1 cost 1 to 0 devotion. When it deals combat damage to an enemy's devotion, gain 1. So this just rewards you for swinging in. It forces your opponent to kind of block it if you can pump some stats into it. I think Blood Hunter is a really cool unit that I want to try and play more of. The Bomber Botfly, Maple Leaf Cape. Equipped bug gains 1 devotion value. If equipped bug is a druid, it gains 1 defense. It can only go on druids, capes, or cleric. Yeah, druids, clerics, or mages. That's really cool. Mechanized Tortoise, focus hard shell. Tortoise being a hard shell makes kind of sense. Mercenary Post, make a 1/1 unaligned warrior token with tunneling, a 2/2 unaligned beetle token with flying, and a 3/3 unaligned worm warrior with tunneling. So it's another one of those cards that's utilizing the tokens we get in our token pack. After that, move on to our rare, which is Ant Apocalypse. Make 2 unaligned ant warriors with tunneling. Ants on your field get +1 attack and aggro until the end of your turn. And we get a common Acolyte of Sol. When this bug is played, target bug gains +2 devotion until the end of turn. Acolyte's solid. But Ant Apocalypse just going, yeah, here's 2 1/1 unaligned ants. we're going to give all of our ants +1 the attack and aggro, allowing every ant you play to just fly in and just do some serious damage and kind of swarm what your opponent's doing. This can be really cool for Ant Tribal. Let's get on to the next pack. Bottle Cap Shield. Bring the Doom. Bumble Speaker. Candy Striper Knight. Hard Shell kind of tanky unit. Cedar Sacrifice this bug. If this bug is put into your hive from the field, gain 1 Mars dust. So you play it, you put it into your hive, it goes in committed, it goes in exhausted, but you get the additional to your devotion. You get the additional dust. Moonbeam, exhaust all enemy bugs on the field. They do not ready at the beginning of their controls, except for 6. Being able to just go, yeah, you lose everything and nothing readies. Very cool. We get a Morning Dew from the pack, although we've got multiple in the precons. A Painted Lady. This is absolutely gorgeous. When this bug is played from your hand, search your deck for a caterpillar, reveal it and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. As a 4-cost free devotion, this is an absolutely beautiful butterfly druid. Really like that card. Then we have a Bird Eater Behemoth. Stomp. Bugs with flying cannot block this bug. So it's a 1 devotion, but it is a 4/4 stomp that is essentially shuts down one of the 3 types. And we get a Slug Brute as our last card. We immediately start off with one of my favourite cards, the Cloth Moth, the Dust Dark, that just gives you additional dust. Going into a Desert Locust, Divine Shell Sentry, Warlock with the Great Splat ability, a Vanilla Flyer, Poison Gas is a new one for me. Evacuate, put target enemy bug into its controller's hive, then target another bug in that player's hive and put it into their field. So essentially swapping one of their strongest cards for a weak one would be really cool. Rampaging Rhino with his aggro stomp. Acid Rain, deal 1 damage to all bugs on the field. A Foiled Blessing of Luna and an Acorn Helm. A quick bug gets +1, but a nice Foiled Blessing of Luna is one that I can get behind. I do like Blessing of Luna, just being able to splat the top card of my deck to draw a card, and utilising that with Bomber, Bot Flyer, or Warlock to get additional abilities is very strong. Let's move into the Full Metal Jacket. Gilded Sentry Ant, Acolyte of Sol, Acorn Helm, Amazonian Giant Venom. This bug may block up to 2 bugs. That's very solid. Adventurous Earthworm. This bug gains +1 devotion value if another worm is in your field. So you can put up to 3 devotion just by playing worms. Rusty Nail, giving aggro and +1 attack for 2. Sapphire Droid. Venom Focus for 2 Soul Dust. This bug gains +1 until the end of turn, making it a 4/4. We get a foiled version of the Dave Hired Sword that we got in our first pack. This is very cool to see the difference. So we have the Overnumbered. This is a secret rare, 11 out of 10. So this is the alternate art. Sorry, I got the of Dave. This is 11 out of 110. And then we have the regular 107 Dave Hired Sword. Both very cool in their own right. That's absolutely awesome to see. Let's keep going down this line. Battle Stratgeist. Beetle Formation. Bugs in your field gain +1 defense until the end of the turn. Quick action, so this could help keep your things alive. Sugar Water. Sunflowers. The Boot. Savage Saddleback. Shadowed Widow. Bug Brutal. a foiled Blessing of Mars, and a Battle Strategist. When this bug is played from your hand, you gain 1 devotion, so you can immediately pump up your devotion to Sol with that by playing it. But the foiled Blessing of Mars, lose 1 devotion, draw a card. Very cool. Into the Mars pile you go. So we've seen 3 secret rares so far. Not bad pull rates in all honesty. Water Balloons, Water Whirlig. I like the fact that we also get difference between the pink being the units, the purple being the actions and like locations, and then the blue being more of the items. Lollipop, Warhammer, Lubber Lance. Commit you exhaust to exhaust target bug. This could be very cool from a control aspect. Moth with a prepared flame, Bubble Mancer, Hard Shell. When this bug is splat, you may pay. When this bug is splat, you may pay 1 Sol to gain 1 devotion. That's really cool. Devoted Ladybug. I'd love to see this in like with a foil treatment or an all-out treatment. Flee from danger. Our rare is a foiled Shovel, and we get a Spark Ranger as our uncommon focus. When this bug is played, deal 1 damage to a target bug, but we get a foiled Shovel as our rare. Some pretty cool cards that I've seen from the pre-con decks. Some very cool cards I haven't seen before. Olenda Mindrazor, Red Fire Ants, Red Hot Hornet, Ribbon Leech, Rose Duelist, Fly Swatter, Fresh Recruits, Herculean Guard, foiled Sol, beautifully foiled Sol, and a Beetle Formation as our last card. But this is an absolutely gorgeous foiled Sol. Look at that. Love that. There you go. Might have to build a Sol deck now that I've got that, because Sol seems really interesting, and getting the hollowed Sol is very cool. Full Metal Jacket, Gilded Sentry Ants, Glowworm Galvanizer, Goldfield Ants, Grease Weasel, Fresh Recruits. Make a number of 1/1 Warrior Ant tokens with tunneling equal to the number of bugs attacking you. Splat these at the end of turn. So you just get to kind of chump block everything. Herculean Guard, Devoted Ladybug. Oh, Morgana the Atlas. Bug Muff Paladin. 7 cost, 3 devotion. Stomp. When this bug is played from your hand, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then put them back in any order and draw a card. A 5 cost 5 with 3 devotion. This is gorgeous. The eyes on the wings, the tuning rod kind of weaponry, the Moth Paladin, that is absolutely beautiful, and followed up by a Water Balloons. But no, that is absolutely gorgeous. $12 packs down, and we've seen a fair number of secret rares. We've seen alternate art cards. This has been a very cool box so far. Get into pack number 13, I think. Starting off immediately with a strong, beautiful looking card of the Saturn Seer. Scarab Jeweler. Your items cost 1 less to play. Scorch Field, Galvanizer, Gold Ant, Antonio the Exiled. When this bug is splat, draw 1 card or gain 2 devotion. That's cool. Banana Bastion. This bug gains 3 damage free attack while equipped. Back chestplate gets +1 and +1 to its devotion value. Toki the Brave is our rare. A 3 cost with 2 soul. When this bug attacks, make a 2/2 unaligned warrior beetle with flying that is exhausted and attacking as well. So this outright just summons in another bug to help out. That's really cool. Put that into the soul category. And we get a Spiny Swordmaster as our last card. Let's keep going. We've had some really cool cards so far. I want to see what else we get. Grease Weevil, Earth Eater, Honey Alchemist, Horrible Entomologist, target enemy loses 1 devotion gain. I've seen that before, it's really cool. Homebringer, Sparky Ranger, Swordmaster, Elder. Oh, another secret rare. Jovial the Monarch, Butterfly Commander. At the end of your turn, gain 1 devotion for each unaligned bug. What? Commit at the end of your turn, gain +1 devotion for each unaligned bug on your field. So with things like the shovel and the other like unaligned bug summoning aspects. That is so cool. Yes, it costs 7. Yes, that's a big number. But this is like the perfect anti-Mars card. If you can just keep spamming out the non-devotion tokens, the cards they're not worried about, then you drop this monster and go, yeah, now I'm just going to gain a bunch of devotion at the end of turn. Absolutely love that. And then we get a Big Apple as our last card. Let's keep this party going. We get a Locust, a Sentry, a Warlock, a Ranger, a Full Metal Jacket, a Tiger Cast, Twilight Charm, Duel of Twilight Charm, a Venomous Fang. We get a rare Woolly Bear. Do love a cool Woolly Bear. This one, and when it enters your hive from your hand, it is exhausted, and it generates 2 soul dust. Oh! And we immediately get the alternate art overnumbered version of Johil the Monarch. Both look absolutely amazing. One kind of showing off the regal nature of the monarch butterfly, and the other showing off the absolute bestial nature of Johil the Monarch in terms of what they're going to be producing in terms of damage. That is oh so very cool. I don't know how many hits you're supposed to get in a box, but this is a ridiculous amount of hits. I'm gonna have to check like well, it says on the pack, doesn't it? So let's check the pack. So you have a 7% chance in the last slot hitting a secret rare. That's nuts. And we've hit 2 in Dave and Johil. In 24 packs, the chances of hitting a secret rare, that's because the majority of the time is common or uncommon. We've hit 2 secret rares from the 10th slot. That's absolutely amazing. And in terms of you have a 20% chance of hitting a cosmic rare, which I believe is this one. So that's a fair amount, and then 80% chance of hitting rares. So the secret rares are only in. So not only are we hitting above the 7% average, we're hitting overnumbered, which aren't on there. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to like check with it because that's an insane amount of luck we've had. Sentry Ants, Acolyte of Soul, Acorn Helm, Amazonian Giant, Battle Strategist, Widow, Slugbrite, Slugbrute, Acid Rain, Mabu the Scar. This is, look at this ant. Look at this brutal look of this ant. 4 cost, Mabu the Scar, 2 dust, one of which has to be Mars. Make a 1/1 unaligned warrior ant token with tunneling. Cool, yeah, just spit them out. And then Black Ant Ranger. That is a brutal looking Mars card. I need to check how many secret rares you're supposed to actually get from it, because this is a crazy number. We've got Beetle Formation, Big Apple, Black Ranger Ants, Blood Hunter, love me a Blood Hunter, Botfly, Earthworm, and the Exiled, Banana Bastion, Foiled Mars. We haven't hit the Luna. Foil Mars, and then we get another Blood Hunter, making it very cool for the kit. But we get the Foiled Mars Cosmic Rare at that 20%. Makes sense in a pack of, in a box of 24, you'd at least hit 2. But it's crazy that I've hit the 7% so much. I do need to kind of like ask about the average distribution because this feels crazy. Bottle Cap Shield, Bring the Doom, Bumble Speaker, Candy Striper Knight, Cedar Sanctificer, Bark Chestplate, Bumble Clancer, Hive Sneak, Mr. Wheel. Your meteor bugs cost 1 less to play, so your Mars bug costs 1 less to play. On a 4, that's really cool. And then we get a Bomb Butterfly. So the Meteor / Mars cards, a lot weaker, a lot less to play. It seems solid. Why have I just been calling them Mars when they're actually Meteor? Oh, that's going to make very awkward videos. Immediately start off with a Cloth Moth again. Sea Tree Seer, Subterranean Knight, Sugar Water, Sunflowers, Kitchen Thieves, Magnifying Blast, Maple Cape, Secret Rare, the Kurd the Protector, Focus. If this bug splats another bug, ready it at the end of this turn. Very, very cool. And we get a Suki. So I guess this is the kind of secret rare cosmic rarity. Kurd the Protector, Focus. So you can drag bugs in and then it can be ready. It can essentially be ready to defend. It can go 2 for 1. It's great value as a 4/4 for 5. Immediately starting off with the boot. We've got so many of these now. Water Balloons, Whirlpool Willig, Humbringer, Lollipop Warhammer, Mechanized Tortoise, Mercenary Post, Moonbeam, another Bobbit Leviathan as our rare, and we get a Bottle Cap Shield. So we've got 2 foiled. If we get 1 more foiled, I am down to build a decent Sol deck. But I've only got 3 packs left. That I'm going to get the 3rd. But that's how they get you in TCGs. Like, I need another one, so I'm gonna. We've got the Lancers, Flame, Mind Razor, Red Fighter Ants, Red Hot Hornet. I'm just gonna move the camera, even though we're in the last couple of packs. Morning Dew, Painted Lady. Painted Lady again. This is absolutely beautiful looking art, even at an uncommon level. Love the art of the Painted Lady. Poison Gas, the Mars card. coming in with a foiled bug collection. That's the second bug collection we've got. And we get another poison gas. So being able to draw cards for each type of a bug we have out in play. Last two packs, give me that last pack magic. Show me something we have not seen yet. Ribbon Leech, Rose Duelist, Saturn Seer, Scarab Jeweler, Scorch Field, Rampaging Rhino, Rusty Nail, Sapphire Droid, Commander Druid Foil with the, but this is the one that when it gets split you get 2 unaligned warrior ant tokens, and then Bring the Doom. So this is in the star deck. Seems really cool for a 4-cost 3/3 that makes 2 unaligned ant tokens, especially if we can put in Jophiel and just go, yeah, cool, let's split this and let's get a bunch of tokens. Sea Tree Seer, Subterranean Knight, Sugar Water, Horrible Entomologist, Fly Ranger, Savage Saddleback, Flee from Danger, Fly Swatter. We get a foiled Dave Swiftfoot as our rare, meaning that we have multiple Daves now, and a Rampaging Rhino. So we did get something we hadn't seen in the pack before. Can't discourage that. We had seen Dave, but we hadn't seen Dave's origins. We just seen what the beast he becomes. Sorry, the beast they become. Absolutely love that. Very cool pack. Absolutely beautiful art. I mean, the overnumbered Jophiel and Dave I got are absolutely gorgeous. Especially even in comparison to the already amazing art that we had for them. If you can play locally, there are LGS promos you can get for playing at LGS. So you got the Cloth, we got the Acolyte, we got the Worm Warrior token, we got the Ant Warrior token, we got the Beetle Warrior token, and the Saturn Seer. These are absolutely amazing promos. If you are interested, get in touch with your local game store. Get them to get in contact with Shard Bugs. This is an absolutely amazing game. I was expecting this first box to kind of put me in a direction as to what to build. It has not. There's some very cool things here. Dave does some very cool things with what he's trying to do with unaligned cards. I think if I can find a way to spam out more in terms of dust, maybe like with a woolly bear caterpillar into like a butterfly build, this could be really cool because I could spam unaligned units, give them +1/+1, and just kind of build up to just going, yeah, no, let's pop this down. I think I think that'd be a very cool casual deck. Competitively, I don't think this is kind of where it's going, but just I want to play my shiny things. We got the Mars, we got the Sol, we got the Blessing of Sol as well. Oh, this was just such a cool box. We got so many hits. I'm really excited to get into the deck building aspect of it. And yeah, let me know, what was your favourite pull? Where would you go in building? Would you go with the Luna, the Mars, or the Sol? My gut instincts as I play is telling me to go Sol because of how many cool things I pulled and how cool this art is. I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back in another video with the set 2 bugs for hire, which again, which has a similar pull rate. However, it's decreased to 5% on these secret rares. So maybe we won't pull as many, but I'm really excited to get a hold of more of these cards, and I'm really excited to start playing this game a bit more. Again, let me know what your favourite pull was from here, where you'd build, and if you want to know any more information about Shard Bugs, do feel free to reach out or scan the QR code that's been on the screen the entire time, and that will take you to Shard Bugs themselves. I will catch you all at game night, and remember, for theories, news, and more, win, lose, or draw, keep it UK versus. Bye.